Hello everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Tech News. And first news is from Apple, where Apple has said that employees who leak information have everything to lose. This comes in response to them catching 29 leakers. Of those, 12 were arrested in 2017. And of course, it seems that there are still many hackers in Apple, as this was private company information. However, this memo was also leaked. Another news comes from Hyperloop Transport Technologies, where they are going to build their first test track in France. So, as you may have heard, Hyperloop is a new transportation technology, and Elon Musk has actually been the front figure for that technology. And Hyperloop Transportation Technologies was a company started by him so that they can build Hyperloop around the world. So they have started the construction of their first full-scale passenger and freight system in France. And however, the first phase of this will create a 320-meter system that will be operational by this year. Another news comes from US, where the startup Zipline has developed a drone that can deliver urgent medicines, blood, and vaccines mid-flight. Hospitals can text order to Zipline for the required products which are packaged at its center and then launched aboard the drone that races along at over 100 km per hour. The drone drops the package via parachute at the designated spot. And our next news comes from Singapore, where Singapore is planning to test lampposts that have facial recognition technology so that the government can perform crowd analytics. This has been administered by the GovTech agency, which is in charge of the project, which has given companies until May to register in a technology for the network. So our next news comes from Japan, where a Japanese engineer, Masaki Nagumo, has created a 24-foot tall humanoid called the LW Mono Nofu, which has a cockpit for its pilot to control it. And this robot can actually walk around, move its torso, and even shoot balls at 140 km per hour from a gun attached to its arm. However, the robot weighs 7,000 kilograms and can only move at the speed of 1 km per hour. Our next news comes from US, where researchers from the University of Washington and Allen Institute have trained an AI to respond like a dog. The data for this AI was collected by using a dog to train the machine. Another news comes from SpaceX, which is set to launch NASA's space telescope called the Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite to search for other planets orbiting in the distant stars. This satellite will monitor 200,000 of the nearest stars using the same method that enabled Kepler spacecraft to spot 2,600 confirmed exoplanets. So Kepler was a satellite that was able to search for planets in other solar systems from Earth. This satellite will launch on April 16th aboard the Falcon 9 rocket. Another news comes from Apple, where Apple is working on a gold color variant of the iPhone X, as per the photos published by the US Federal Communications Commission. This filing dates from September of last year and suggests that the gold variant was dropped due to production issues. However, this also suggests that it has a LCD display. However, the iPhone X was launched with an OLED panel. So Google has developed a new artificial intelligence capable of identifying individual voices in a crowd and suppress the other sounds. This works with a video with a single audio track, and users can just select the face of the person that they want to hear. This actually has a very good use, that it can be used in speech enhancement and be used to improve the hearing aids. Our next news comes from WhatsApp, where WhatsApp have released a new feature in the beta version of the app which allows users to download deleted media such as images and videos. And how this works is that before this feature was launched, WhatsApp actually stores the data for 30 days in their servers until you download it. Another news comes from Hyundai, with the car manufacturing company, who has designed a 670 kilogram industrial robot which can build ships. The robot can curve and weld steel plates from the front and the back of the vessel through remote connectivity between the machine and the designed software. The company will start using this robot by next year, and it could save about $9.3 million annually. So our next news comes from Wales in the United Kingdom, where police used fingerprints from a WhatsApp picture to convict a drug gang. So what has happened that the fingerprints were drawn from a photograph shared on WhatsApp, which has helped to convict 11 people in a case related to drug trafficking in Wales, United Kingdom. The photos showed part of their finger and drugs, which however did not match on their database, but was good enough to convict an existing suspect. Our next news comes from France, where France has decided to build its own WhatsApp app over the risk of spying, because WhatsApp is from Facebook. A major breakthrough comes from Google, where Google has developed a prototype of a microscope powered by augmented reality that can detect cancer in real time. Google introduced that AR and artificial intelligence into an already existing microscope. So Facebook has actually started to partner with a fact-checking website, Boom, to combat false news on the platform as part of its fact-checking program in India. Facebook has started with this service in Karnataka, which is a state of India, which has an election in May 12. They did this so that the fake news spread like in the US elections with Facebook cannot happen once more. So Snapchat has actually announced a new feature on its Lens Studio platform that will allow the users to create their own face filters. The company will also generate snap codes for the filter, and which will be open for 24 hours. So it would be more like a Snapchat status thing. And Snapchat's company Snap has also announced that they will reward the top creators called the Official Creator Program. So OnePlus has confirmed that OnePlus 6 will be an Amazon exclusive device. The company has been selling its smartphone on Amazon since the launch of the first OnePlus. Apple has filed a new patent to turn an existing AirPod case into a wireless speaker to enable users to listen to music while charging. This patent also details support for Bluetooth pairing between the AirPods and the case. This function is aimed to help in streaming music from the charging case to the wireless earbud. So Google Maps has been testing a new feature which allows users to give landmark based directions. So currently Google actually uses actual road names but just tells you when to turn. However, using this new feature, it will tell you the local landmarks and to turn after them. So instead of saying turn to the 3rd street, it will just say turn right from the Burger King. This feature, however, has only been working in New York, which means that it's just a test for now. However, it will be implemented worldwide later on. So a huge win for user privacy, where Facebook, Microsoft and 32 other global technology companies have signed a cybersecurity tech accord pledging to defend its customers from malicious attack by cyber criminal enterprises. As a part of it, the companies have also vowed to defend against misuse of their technology. The companies also pledged that they will partner with each other to enhance cybersecurity. So Qualcomm, the popular chip maker, has actually decided to fire 1,500 of its employees as a measure to cut expenditure. The company considered to reduce its costs without laying off, but the cuts were required to support long-term growth. So Qualcomm had announced this plan in January with an intent to cut $1 billion from its expenditure. Apple has recently came up with a new robot called Daisy, which can disassemble iPhones to recover components that can contain high quality metals. Daisy has been made from Apple's Liam robot, which was launched in 2016 and is capable of disassembling 9 versions of iPhones. This new robot, which can sort high quality components for recycling, can take about 200 devices in an hour. OnePlus has actually decided to partner up with Marvel for Avengers Infinity Wars. So expect that the OnePlus 6 will come with a Marvels edition, I think, like they came up with the OnePlus 5T Star Wars edition. So Nanyang Technology University in South Korea has a video showing that an autonomous robot can assemble furniture. It assembled the IKEA chair in 8 minutes and 55 seconds. The robot is powered by an algorithm which comprises of a 3D camera and two robotic arms which feature grips to pick up an object. Prior to assembling it, the robot took 11 minutes and 21 seconds to plan the motion pathway. I will put down the video in the description below so you can check it out. And that's all for this week's news. Tune in next week to get more technology related news. Thank you for watching, guys.